Hello, people. I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at Eternally Confused and Eager for Love, the official trailer from Netflix India. Thank you, Netflix India, for allowing us to react to this. Very much appreciate it. Y'all, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching while you subscribe. And upvoting, subscribe to Netflix India. There's a link in the description below. You can click on that, give the original an upvote, subscribe to them from there. Here we go.
So you haven't gotten a match yet?
There's plenty of efficiency.
But you're afraid of the water.
Stop it.
Ray,
What?
who's gonna plan your funeral if you die alone?
Oh, I didn't realize that he was talking to that thing.
Hi. Would you like to make love to me? I'm sorry.
Hey, at least you tried.
Why is it that every time I'm in front of another person, you just plant some in my head that makes me completely ruin everything? Oh my god.
Oh my god, ask her out. Ask her out.
Hi.
Hi? Is that the zenith of your vocabulary?
So what do I do now?
If she messages you in 10 minutes, then you wait and message her 20 minutes after that. It's to ensure that she feels more desperate than you do, which is a task, Ray.
I haven't had that experience too many times where a girl's just like come up and sat down next to me with the intention of opening up the conversation so I could hit on her. That doesn't happen to guys, generally speaking, unless they're like super good looking. Which I'm not saying I'm not. I'm saying I live in LA where there's a lot of me's and like higher. There's a lot of really, really handsome dudes out here and then a lot of beautiful women. It's just like competition's kind of rough in LA. It's crazy. So.
Yes, it's a hard place to date in LA.
You see, Jaby is like an LA 7. If he's in like Wisconsin, he's like a fucking 11 and a half. I took a look around New York, 8.5, yeah.
Wait, you're not like into me, are you?
Not at all. Wait, you're not...
No. I don't want to settle.
Oh, my sweet summer child. You're not the one settling. She is.
Sweetheart, you're nearly 25 years old. You have to start thinking about your future, no?
Nothing, just forget about it.
Just make sure you don't say anything stupid. Be your own driver.
Hey.
Yeah.
What?
Where are you going?
I'm going for brunch with Ria.
Who's this, Ria?
What do you mean, who is this Ria? She's like the only friend I have.
Don't worry, you'll make other friends.
He has no friends.
I have friends.
That Varun is also there.
2 friends.
Oh, the disappointment.
The story here is just his quest for love, right?
Yeah, and he's just very confused.
We just had a live stream the other day, and I put up a poll asking how many of you guys feel like you're just ignored?
How many of you guys are actually out there trying to date, or are you just waiting for an arranged marriage?
That was a different question. That was a different poll. How many of you guys feel like you're just ignored, or like you're trying to avoid being creepy, or something like that? Like there was four different options, and I remember 2 of them were basically like, you know, you felt like you were often not even noticed. Like you're the equivalent of wallpaper. And 50% of the men who responded, which mind you was probably potentially higher than the average viewership of the stream. Just because you're not noticed by the opposite sex does not take away your need for the opposite sex or your desire to be noticed by the opposite sex. Like that stays alive and strong. I think that, you know, I've come across a number of Indian guys who hit their 30s and never had a relationship and they're fine with it. I know what that feels like, of where you're just like, you want to be noticed, you want to be seen, and you feel like you're not. And then you try to like initiate a conversation and it's like, now you're a creep. When you're just trying to initiate conversation, he just desires what any normal human being desires, which is companionship.
Parents or grown-ups supposed to help.
That's what arranged marriage is for.
Well, there must be something like in the way the society is or whatever, where maybe there's too much segregation, or like when your kids, oh, don't talk to girls, don't do this, there isn't that encouragement of like mixing, and so you just end up getting really paranoid and you're like, I don't know how to talk to someone that I like.
For those of you guys who are potentially going to have kids or have kids already, maybe this will affect you in how you conduct your parenting with your kids. I think it's important to encourage your kids to be able to talk to the opposite gender or whatever gender they're interested in. If you are not going down the route of arranged marriage, and you have to take into consideration the possibility that your kid does not want arranged marriage.
Like you just have to talk to people knowing full well that probably like 9 out of 10 times when you talk to someone, they're gonna reject you. Like you just go up and you're like, hello there.
That was the philosophy actually talked about in 40-Year-Old Virgin, where Steve Carell was trying to hit on the woman that he fell in love with, and his friends were like, you don't do that to the one you're going after. You practice on the babes you don't care about, and then when you've figured that skill out, then you go and talk to the person that you're actually interested in. This kind of rule happens a lot actually, like with screenwriting. They tell you, whatever story it is that you're passionate about writing, don't make that the first thing you write. Write a bunch of other things first so you can, you know, get your failures out of the way, and then go back to writing the thing that you are actually passionate about.
Gotcha.
If you keep practicing getting rejected, eventually it stops having meaning to you.
It's like being an actor and
Sure.
being constantly rejected, and at every or nearly every audition, by the end, you're like, I'm still here.
That's why I encourage guys, just hit on everybody.
Everybody, see what works.
You don't necessarily have to go out with the person. When someone asks, okay, what's your rate for this job that we want to hire you for? If you've outpriced yourself, you're gonna know. Based on these rejections to the amount I'm asking for, I'm obviously I'm overselling myself. Like,
Yeah.
I need to sell myself cheaper. And then you sort of gauge it from there, how people are responding. You are obviously doing something wrong if everybody's rejecting you. Then you have to change it up or aim for a different tier. That's a kind of a gross way to put it. You went to a wedding without me and my friend was there. Can't remember her name right now. She's tall.
It was Megan and...
Megan and Greg's wedding.
Yes.
But she took your photos. I forgot her name.
Yeah, her name is Casey.
Casey
Ruggieri.
Ruggieri, attracted to some girl who was like a 9.
Yeah.
And she goes, that's sexist. I go, why? She goes, because you're classifying women by numbers. And I go, you do it just with words. It's the same thing. But the fact of the matter is, both men and women do this. They have categories of like, there's reasons for those categories, whatever it is. Money, comedy, like your ability to make someone laugh, how good looking you are. That's often the first thing. Just keep batting, keep swinging.
Just keep swinging. And look what happened to her. She kept swinging. Ellen kept swinging, and then she got a Porsche.
The only thing I don't like about what happened in this is that girl sat down next to him. It looked like she meant to, so that they could talk.
Maybe she was just tired.
You have to go where the women are. I personally, I don't give a shit about music festivals. I don't give a shit about like exercise classes at the gym. And so you have to do these activities that you wouldn't necessarily do just so you can have the opportunity to meet someone. When I went to take ballet, I was one of 2 guys in the whole class. The opportunities, it was ripe with opportunity, except everybody was married.
Gotta get in there quickly, or go find out where all the divorcees are.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.